If you're over 60 and waking up with stiff joints, aching knees, or swollen fingers, you're not alone. Joint pain affects millions of older adults, and while we often blame aging, arthritis, or weather, what if I told you the real culprit might be sitting right on your dinner plate? Yes, some everyday foods can silently damage your joints, increase inflammation, and make it harder for you to move comfortably. But the good news is, once you know what to avoid, you can make small changes that lead to real relief. So in today's video, we're uncovering the top 5 worst foods that damage your joints after 60, and I'll also show you what to eat instead to support strong, pain-free joints. Let's get started with the first one. Before we dive into the list, let's understand something important. Inflammation is at the heart of most joint problems. As we age, our body naturally becomes more prone to inflammation. But certain foods can make this even worse, leading to chronic joint pain, stiffness, and even conditions like osteoarthritis. Think of inflammation like a slow fire burning inside your joints. Some foods act like gasoline, making that fire worse. Others act like water, helping to cool things down. So our goal is simple: avoid the fire starters and eat more of the fire extinguishers. Let's begin with one of the biggest culprits, one you probably eat more often than you think. Coming in at number 1, processed sugar. Sugar hides in so many foods: cakes, cookies, candies, sweetened cereals, even sauces like ketchup and salad dressing. But here's the problem: when you eat sugar, your body releases chemicals called cytokines, and these trigger inflammation throughout the body, especially in the joints. Over time, excess sugar not only adds weight to your body, which puts pressure on your knees and hips, but it also wears down the cartilage, the cushion between your joints. What to eat instead? Try satisfying your sweet tooth with natural sugars from fruits like blueberries, apples, or pears. These not only taste good but are packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation and help protect your joints. So if sugar is hiding in your snacks, it might be time for a pantry check. Now, let's move on to the second food that could be silently damaging your joints, especially if you eat out often or rely on convenience foods. The second joint-damaging food on our list is refined carbohydrates. Now, what exactly are refined carbs? These are foods like white bread, white rice, pasta made from white flour, and many baked goods. They're called refined because the fiber and nutrients have been stripped out during processing, leaving behind a food that quickly turns into sugar in your body. Just like with processed sugar, refined carbs spike your blood sugar, which then triggers inflammation. But there's more. These foods also raise levels of something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These harmful compounds can directly damage tissues in the body, including the cartilage in your joints. The result? More stiffness, more swelling, and more pain, especially in weight-bearing joints like the knees and hips. What to eat instead? Switch to whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oatmeal, and whole wheat bread. These options digest more slowly, keep blood sugar stable, and provide the fiber your body needs to fight inflammation. Also, try pairing whole grains with healthy fats and proteins. For example, oatmeal with ground flaxseed and walnuts is a powerful anti-inflammatory breakfast. Number 3 on our list is something many people don't realize can be harmful: processed meats. We're talking about foods like bacon, sausages, deli slices, ham, hot dogs, and beef jerky. These meats are often preserved with chemicals like nitrates and high amounts of salt. And they're also known to contain pro-inflammatory compounds. Research shows that regularly eating processed meats can increase inflammation markers in the body and worsen joint discomfort. They can also raise your risk of heart disease and other age-related conditions. What to eat instead? Choose lean, unprocessed proteins like skinless chicken, turkey, fish, or even plant-based proteins like beans and lentils. Fatty fish like salmon or sardines are especially beneficial. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to reduce inflammation in joints and improve mobility. Processed meats might be convenient, but over time, they could be making your joints worse. Replacing them with clean protein options can make a big difference. Next, we're moving on to a food that often disguises itself as healthy but can be surprisingly damaging for your joints. Before we jump into the next damaging food, let me ask you this: have you ever made a salad, thinking you're eating healthy, but then drenched it in dressing that unknowingly feeds inflammation? It happens more often than you think. And that's why number 4 on our list might surprise you. But quickly, if you're finding this video helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. We release new videos every week focused on senior health, aging strong, and living pain-free. You deserve to feel good in your body, at every age. Let's keep going. The fourth food damaging your joints may be hiding in your kitchen right now: vegetable oils high in omega-6 fatty acids. These include oils like corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, and canola oil, the kind often used in salad dressings, packaged snacks, and fried foods. Now, omega-6 isn't all bad. In small amounts, your body needs it. But the problem is when we consume too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3, it creates an imbalance that leads to, you guessed it, inflammation. Studies have shown that a high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is directly linked to increased joint pain and stiffness, especially in older adults with arthritis. What to do instead? Start reading labels. Look for words like low sodium, and aim to keep your total daily intake under 1,500 milligrams, especially if you already have joint pain or high blood pressure. Use natural herbs and spices like turmeric, garlic, rosemary, or ginger to flavor your food. Not only do they reduce the need for salt, but many of them also have anti-inflammatory properties that are good for your joints. And don't forget to drink plenty of water. Hydration helps flush out excess sodium and keeps your joints lubricated. Let's quickly recap what we've covered so far. The top 5 worst foods damaging your joints after 60 are 1. Processed sugar 2. Refined carbohydrates 3. Processed meats 4. Omega-6 vegetable oil 5. Hidden sodium in packaged food. Even just cutting back on a few of these can lead to noticeable relief in your joints, less stiffness, less pain, and more freedom to move and enjoy life. But we're not done yet. In the next part, I'll show you what to eat instead. The top joint-friendly foods that support healing, reduce inflammation, and help you stay active and mobile as you age. Now that we've talked about the top 5 foods damaging your joints, let's shift our focus to what really matters: healing foods that nourish your body, fight inflammation, and support strong, flexible joints. Because here's the truth, the right foods can act like natural medicine. And adding even a few of these to your daily routine can make a world of difference. Let's go through a few of the best ones. What to eat instead. Choose lean, unprocessed proteins like skinless chicken, turkey, fish, or even plant-based proteins like beans and lentils. Fatty fish like salmon or sardines are especially beneficial. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to reduce inflammation in joints and improve mobility. Processed meats might be convenient, but over time, they could be making your joints worse. Replacing them with clean protein options can make a big difference. Next, we're moving on to a food that often disguises itself as healthy but can be surprisingly damaging for your joints. Before we jump into the next damaging food, let me ask you this: have you ever made a salad, thinking you're eating healthy, but then drenched it in dressing that unknowingly feeds inflammation? It happens more often than you think. And that's why number 4 on our list might surprise you. But quickly, if you're finding this video helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. We release new videos every week focused on senior health, aging strong, and living pain-free. You deserve to feel good in your body, at every age. Let's keep going. The 4th food damaging your joints may be hiding in your kitchen right now: vegetable oils high in omega-6 fatty acids. These include oils like corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, and canola oil, the kind often used in salad dressings, packaged snacks, and fried foods. Now, omega-6 isn't all bad. In small amounts, your body needs it. But the problem is when we consume too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3, it creates an imbalance that leads to, you guessed it, inflammation. Studies have shown that a high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is directly linked to increased joint pain and stiffness, especially in older adults with arthritis. 1. Fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, and mackerel are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which have been proven in countless studies to reduce joint inflammation. Omega-3s work by lowering levels of inflammatory markers in the body and improving joint lubrication, making movement smoother and less painful. Aim for 2 servings per week. And if you're not a fish lover, you might consider a high-quality fish oil supplement. Always check with your doctor first. Point 2. Leafy greens. Spinach, kale, collard greens, and broccoli are packed with vitamin C, K, and antioxidants, which help protect cartilage and bones. These greens also contain plant compounds that may slow the progression of arthritis and reduce stiffness. Try adding a handful to your morning eggs, smoothies, or lunchtime soup. Point 3. Berries and cherries. Blueberries, strawberries, and cherries are high in antioxidants and compounds called anthocyanins, which help fight inflammation in joints. Studies have shown that people who eat more berries tend to have lower levels of joint pain. Even frozen berries work just as well. Add them to your breakfast or have them as a snack. Point 4. Extra virgin olive oil. This oil isn't just a healthy fat, it contains oleocanthal, a natural anti-inflammatory compound that works similarly to ibuprofen. Olive oil supports joint flexibility and reduces swelling. Use it in salad dressings, drizzle it over steamed veggies, or use it for low-heat cooking. Point 5. Nuts and seeds. Walnuts, almonds, chia seeds, and flax seeds are packed with healthy fats, protein, and fiber. They also contain vitamin E, which supports joint health and protects against cartilage damage. Just a small handful each day can go a long way. These foods don't just reduce inflammation, they give your joints the nutrients they need to repair, strengthen, and stay mobile. Coming up next, we'll cover a few simple daily habits and routines that can enhance these effects, helping you feel better with each passing week. Now that you know which foods to avoid and what to eat instead, let's talk about a few simple daily habits that can further protect and strengthen your joints, especially after the age of 60. These habits don't require expensive equipment or big lifestyle changes. Just a little consistency, and your joints will thank you. 1. Gentle daily movement. Staying still actually makes joints stiffer. On the other hand, gentle, low-impact movement helps lubricate the joints, improve circulation, and strengthen the muscles around them. Try walking for 20 to 30 minutes a day, gentle stretching, or even seated chair exercises if you're dealing with limited mobility. Activities like Tai Chi or swimming are excellent too. These are easy on the joints while still building strength. Point 2. Maintain a healthy weight. Extra body weight puts more pressure on your knees, hips, and back. In fact, every 1 pound of excess weight adds nearly 4 pounds of pressure to your knee joints. Losing even a small amount of weight can significantly reduce joint pain and slow down cartilage breakdown. The good news? If you follow the anti-inflammatory eating tips we discussed, weight loss becomes a natural side effect. 3. Stay hydrated. Water might not seem related to joint health, but it's critical. The cartilage in your joints is about 70% water. When you're dehydrated, your joints become less cushioned, making them more prone to pain and stiffness. Aim to drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, more if you're active or live in a hot climate. 4. Prioritize sleep. Your body repairs itself during sleep. Poor sleep is linked to higher levels of inflammation and more pain sensitivity. To sleep better, try cutting off caffeine after mid-afternoon, keeping a consistent bedtime routine, and limiting screen time before bed. Also, magnesium-rich foods like bananas, almonds, and leafy greens can naturally help you wind down at night. Point 5. Manage stress. Chronic stress causes inflammation in the body, and that includes your joints. Consider adding stress-reducing habits like deep breathing, light meditation, gardening, or simply listening to calming music. Even a few minutes a day can help. Supporting your joints isn't about perfection, it's about small, steady steps that compound over time. And finally, in the last part of this video, we'll wrap up everything you've learned today, and I'll share a quick action plan to help you take control of your joint health starting today. Let's take a moment to reflect.